हेलो दोस्तों, वेलकम बैक टू कुछ बातें ऐसी भी। मैं हूँ हनी
और मैं हूँ रेनू। पहले तो एक बहुत बड़ा वाला थैंक यू टू ऑल आवर अमेजिंग लिसनर्स फॉर द शानदार रिस्पांस।
स्पॉटिफाई पे आपने हमारे एपिसोड सुने, यूट्यूब पे सब्सक्राइब और लाइक भी किया, कमेंट्स भी किए। दैट रियली मेड आवर डे। थैंक यू सो मच।
ऑनेस्टली आप लोग का ये प्यार देखकर लगता है कि हमारी मेहनत सफल हो ही रही है।
आपको पता है, रिकॉर्डिंग करते वक्त ऐसा लगता है कि हम आप साथ में बैठ के चाय पी रहे हैं और बातें भी कर रहे हैं। और हमारी यही कोशिश रहेगी, और ज्यादा मजेदार और रिलेटेबल टॉपिक्स हम आपके लिए लेकर आए।
तो चलिए आज की बात शुरू करते हैं।
पिछले हफ्ते हमने सोलो ट्रैवलिंग के बारे में बात की थी और मधु ने कहा था कि जिंदगी में एक बार तो अकेले ट्रैवल करना ही चाहिए।
उस बात पे मैं सिर्फ इतना कहना चाहूंगी कि मेरा सोलो ट्रैवलिंग तो ऑफिस से घर और घर से ऑफिस ऑटो में ही होता है।
हम सबका शायद ऐसे ही। और उस सोलो ट्रैवल में पता है सबसे ज्यादा थ्रिल कब होती है? जब ऑटो वाले भैया बोलते हैं, मैडम इस गली से चलें, जल्दी पहुंचेंगे। ये सुन के लगता है कि अब तो वंडरलस्ट का टैग दे ही दो हमको।
सही बात है, लेकिन यहाँ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट अ ट्रू ब्लू ट्रैवलर। तो आज हमारे पास है एक बहुत ही स्पेशल गेस्ट, दिव्या मिश्रा।
सो दिव्या एक लर्निंग एंड डेवलपमेंट कंसल्टेंट है, पर ये कंसल्टेंसी के साथ ग्लोब ट्रॉटिंग भी करती हैं। अब तक मैडम ने 22 कंट्रियां एक्सप्लोर की हैं।
न्यूजीलैंड, रशिया, अमेरिका, यूरोप, मंगोलिया, इजिप्ट, और यहाँ तो मेरी ज्योग्राफी खत्म हो गई। लेकिन दिव्या का पासपोर्ट अभी भी खुला है।
मुझे लगता है इनका पासपोर्ट देख के ना इनके इमिग्रेशन ऑफिसर्स भी बोलते होंगे, मैडम आपके लिए एक सेपरेट एक्सप्रेस लेन बना दें।
हाँ, और दिव्या की ट्रैवल आइटिनरी, इफ इट्स ट्यूसडे दिस मस्ट बी बेल्जियम टाइप्स नहीं होती। उन्होंने हर जगह की कल्चर को फील किया है और अमेजिंग स्टोरीज कलेक्ट की हैं।
तो आज के एपिसोड में हम उनसे सुनेंगे उनकी ट्रैवल जर्नी, सोलो ट्रैवल के जो हाईज एंड लोज होते हैं वो, और कुछ ऐसे मोमेंट्स जो लाइफ का एक पर्सपेक्टिव बदल ही देते हैं।
साथ ही विमेन सोलो ट्रैवलर्स के लिए टिप्स और मिथ्स का सच भी जानेंगे।
तो कॉफी बनाइए, हेडफोन्स लगाइए और रेडी हो जाइए एक वंडरलस्ट फिल्ड एपिसोड के लिए।
लेट्स डाइव इनटू कुछ बातें ऐसी भी।
हाय दिव्या, वेलकम टू कुछ बातें ऐसी भी।
Thank you for having me. Hi.
सबसे पहले सोलो ट्रिप आपको याद है? घर में किसने कहा कि नहीं अकेले ट्रैवल नहीं कर सकते? उनको कन्विंस कैसे किया तुमने?
Convince करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी because my dad was very encouraging. He always wanted me to travel alone. So my first solo trip I did was a work visit. I had gone to Corvallis next to Portland. That is in Oregon, and it was a first of many sorts because I got a chance to explore Corvallis, Portland, as well as Newport and all the surrounding places. So it was a lot of fun.
तो कोई बुआ, फूफा, मामा, ताऊजी, everybody were okay with it?
Yeah, they all wanted me to travel and see the world because I was very shy growing up. And they thought that would kind of make me more confident and be more open to other different opportunities that might come my way. So they thought that would help me.
So did it help?
Yes, definitely.
तो बताओ मुझे, was there any city or country that you had traveled और आप लगा बस समय रुक जाए, I don't have to go anywhere, just I stay here?
New Zealand, which I did last year, it was very peaceful, less people, lot of greenery around. In fact, I stayed in one place which was like right in front of a water body. The hotel room was lovely. So it is a small town which I could explore, coffee shops, bookshops around. So that was one, like an ideal place where someone like me could kind of settle and be happy for the rest of their life.
नाइस। किस कंट्री का वाइब ऐसा लगा घर जैसा है? चलो ये दिस इज लाइक माय होम।
I haven't gone to any country which felt like home, but yeah, you would want to make a second home. Like I mentioned, New Zealand would be one country that I could consider.
तो किस ट्रिप में ऐसा हुआ कि कुछ इतना फनी हुआ कि you have to repeat that story again and again to your friends? It was so hilarious.
So we got lost. Me and a friend of mine had done a trip for Europe, and we got lost in London at the Piccadilly Circle. And we somewhat deliberately got lost because we traveled with a group, and the group had not given us enough time to travel. So we kind of deliberately got lost, and we kind of explored it for an hour and all. The unfortunate part was the rest of the trip were so worried about us that they were into different directions trying to find us. So that was one funny thing. We did the same thing in Paris also, in the Louvre, because we wanted to see the Mona Lisa with some time, but we weren't given that kind of time, so we kind of got conveniently lost there as well. So it was fun.
Was it worth it?
Yes, definitely.
Mona Lisa.
Yes.
कि सबसे ज्यादा रिपीट करने वाली एडवाइस आपको क्या मिलती है रिगार्डिंग योर ट्रैवल? डू पीपल कॉल इट वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम? डू पीपल कॉल इट वेस्ट ऑफ मनी? what is the
One question they keep asking me, what is the point of so much travel? What are you kind of looking for, searching for? Why don't you invest that kind of money and time in bonds, shares, whatever that is, gold? So that is one advice which kind of irritates you sometimes, but you just smile and shrug your shoulder.
Solo travel का biggest myth क्या है?
The biggest myth I think is everybody thinks they can do it, but it's not everybody's cup of tea, because you have to be very self-reliant, you have to be very sure of what is it that you're getting out of that trip. But I've seen people really struggling trying to do a solo trip because that's a trendy thing to do. So it's not everyone's cup
you
of
should love your own company, you should be able to eat alone, drink alone.
manage things yourself.
Yeah, correct.
So Divya, we've heard such interesting things coming from you. So what was the most interesting experience you've had so far in?
So I won't say interesting, but it was a fun experience. So when I went to the trip for Russia, we had gone to like a beer crawl kind of a thing. So we went to different pubs in Russia trying out beers. That was one night. The next night we went to check out different wines. So that was one fun activity to do.
Any place where you went and you said, oh, गलत आ गए, बहुत गलत decision हो गया?
Not really, but yeah, there are places that kind of let you down because what you read online and what you see online is vastly different from when you actually visit the place. So there are some couple of places, like one place, Egypt was one place which I read online was really nice and it looked really nice, but actually it was not a very interesting experience for me.
Any reason why?
Not really. I think the general vibe was slightly different than what I was expecting. So in terms of the people around or my personal experience of people around or even the places that kind of looked so grand in pictures, it was kind of not that great an experience as we thought it would be.
So shall we say that you were Hollywood catfished? Because Hollywood shows Egypt as a very interesting and a very grand.
It's not Hollywood. I think anything online virtually, if you watch, everyone gives a very glowing experience of all the places. But some places you go and you're like slightly underwhelmed. You're not really like, oh, this was as I expected it to be. So there are lots of such places which look very nice virtually online but are not that great. And it's also the opposite is also true. Some places you might think might not impress you, like Iceland for me. Northern Lights, I really thought they would be like a mind-blowing experience and life-changing experience, and it was. And a little bit more as well, because it's truly a magnificent view. Northern Lights, and I was lucky enough to see it for 2-3 nights in a row. That was really mine. It was much more than what I had expected. So it works both ways.
So if given a chance, what would you do? A solo travel across India to some part of India? Or solo travel abroad again?
Abroad. I've seen enough of India. I think there's a lot of world for me to explore outside. So that definitely the world.
Cultural shock किस country में हुआ?
I never had a cultural shock as such, because you kind of read up before going to a place, so you're kind of aware of the customs or traditions which could be different than typical Indian ones. So you kind of prepare yourself for it. Food, I'm a vegetarian, so like places like Russia, there was no veg food. Like even the cheese sandwich will have ham in it. Similarly to Egypt, I didn't get any vegetarian food that easily. But surprisingly, in New Zealand and in Iceland, I got a lot of vegetarian options. So it depends.
Any place that you visited where the place might be okay, but the people, the hospitality was the highlight?
I think Russia was one place which we kind of, we've read so much about it. We did not expect the people because there's a huge language barrier. But they were really hospitable. They went out of their way to cook vegetarian food for us. We got invited to local families. We had lunch and dinners with them. St. Petersburg, we kind of walked all around, explored on our own, and People were really helpful in giving us directions. The people in the hotel that we stayed with were very kind, and they kind of, in their mind, it was like these people have come to visit our country or visit our city. We should give them the best of experience possible. So they kind of really helped us out. Whether we wanted tickets for some opera show or something, they kind of made it available to us, which not every city or country offers that kind of hospitality.
So they are not exactly like what Hollywood portrays them as, Russian
I think we should
gangsters.
stop trusting Hollywood or Bollywood to kind of give us a true picture about anything.
I agree. So it's not, Mexico is not always red. Russians are not all gangsters
Yes.
trying to blow up places.
Indians don't stink.
Yes.
Okay.
Another thing. Any special travel memory जो आप दोबारा recreate करना चाहेंगे? You would want to go back there?
Probably Paris was one, because that was where I kind of felt the most I have arrived kind of a feeling. So I would want that to kind of recreate that memory for sure.
Any place जहाँ आपको जाके लगा कि whatever your beliefs were has changed. It's no longer the same.
Not really. As I said,
Self-discovery.
each experience is different. So each country's experience is vastly different. I did a Russia Trans-Siberia trip, and again, as I said, they were very nice, very kind, very accommodating. It's a train journey where we get off between stops and see the places in between as well. And then I think Mongolia was a huge surprise for me, because you've not heard much about it. But it was a very young place. Like lots of youngsters around, very cosmopolitan, very modern in their thinking, and very accommodating. So Mongolia was also quite a surprise, because I had not read that much about it. Now it's kind of getting famous, but earlier on it wasn't that famous a place to travel to. But it was beautiful. I saw wild horses for the first time in Mongolia, which was quite an experience.
So let's do the rapid fire now.
Sure.
So backpack or suitcase?
Suitcase.
Window seat or aisle?
Window.
Long train rides or quick flights?
Quick flights.
Solo travel ka anthem?
Just do it.
If you ever wrote a travel guide, what would you name it?
So I have a travel blog. It's called Lately D. I'm slightly inconsistent writing there, but Lately D is the name that I like.
And आपकी life का एक travel slogan?
I think the same. Just do it.
Just do.
Don't overthink it.
So we could call her ये unpaid ambassador of Nike.
Yes.
Yes.
Why
She's not
not?
getting paid for it.
I'm not, but yeah, I should.
अब आखिरी सवाल हमारा. If some youngster wants to start traveling solo, what is the advice you will give, and what is the place you would suggest? कि आप पहले solo traveling इस जगह से चालू करो.
So it depends on a lot of interest for different people. I liked Portugal a lot because it was like a smaller place, whether it's Lisbon, whether it's Porto or some other place. So there's smaller places, much nicer to explore. People are also more tourist friendly there. So I think you can always start with Portugal. Of course, the whole world is open to it.
Even I've heard about Portugal.
Yeah.
The same things about Portugal, right?
Thank you so much, Divya.
Thanks.
It was an absolute pleasure talking to you.
And I wish we get lots of money and travel like you soon.
Thank you for having me.
And I hope Nike starts paying her for it.
Yes.
For saying let's do it again and again.
Yes.
Thank you, Divya.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thanks.
तो ये थी दिव्या की ट्रैवल स्टोरीज, एकदम इंस्पायरिंग और मजेदार.
हाँ, और इनके एक्सपीरियंसेस सुन के ऐसा नहीं लगता कि हमें भी एक सोलो ट्रिप प्लान करनी चाहिए.
ऑफ कोर्स हनी, पहले हम ऑटो वाले के सोलो एडवेंचर्स तो सर्वाइव कर लें.
तो दोस्तों, ये था आज का एपिसोड. अगर आपको मजा आया ना तो हमें जरूर बताइएगा. और अगर आपके पास भी ऐसी ही कोई ट्रैवल स्टोरी है तो YouTube या Instagram पर @batein-aisi-bhi पे जरूर शेयर करें.
और अगर आपको लगता है कि आपके पास भी इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरीज है तो हमें बेफिक्र होकर मेल करें @batein-aisi-bhi@gmail.com.
तो मिलते हैं अगले हफ्ते और एक नए गेस्ट से एक और नए टॉपिक के साथ. तब तक
अपना ध्यान रखिए और ट्रैवल करते रहिए. बाय.